What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Headspace podcast. I am your host, Chris Chrome, and I am doing it alone today. This weekend is Holden's birthday weekend, so he took the weekend off, and I'm going to be doing it by myself. This week we are doing Westside Gunn's new project, Hitler Wears Hermes 7. Again, that is Westside Gunn's new project, Hitler Wears Hermes 7. Like I said, my name is Chris Chrome, and this is the Headspace Podcast. This is the show where we like to go through albums, and I'm just going to give you some context on what we do here. We go through albums track by track, and we kind of just give, I say we because I'm so used to having Holden here, but I'm going to go track by track through this album and kind of give my opinions, thoughts, and feels on what I got from that album. Now, to kind of contextualize where I come from listening to this project, I do want to kind of get off the bat. I don't actually know who Westside Gunn is. I do know he's part of Griselda Records, which is a really dope group featuring Benny the Butcher and Conway the Machine. I have reviewed Benny the Butcher's album. I think it was Tanner Talk 3. Great album, really a great album. I was really inspired, but also like admired the way that Benny kind of makes the lyrics and puts them together and really kind of has that like boss mentality and kind of really from the streets. So that was really, really cool. With that, I kind of feel like that's what I'm going to be getting from this project as well. Yeah, I just want to kind of get that out there because a lot of you who are coming to this review today probably have been following Griselda since the beginning, as well as Westside Gunn since the beginning, so you definitely know way more than I do when it comes to this project. Now, with that being said, keep in mind, I am a new listener. This is my first project going through, so if you have anything, please, in the comments down below, let me know what you think and how you feel about the review, as well as also let me know what you, where I may have gone wrong or what I've missed when it comes to some of the nuances or metaphors or anything that is being said, because again, I don't actually know a lot about what Griselda does or who they are, but you guys definitely know. You guys definitely know more than I do. So with that being said, I do want to say thank you to the Patreons. They support us very much all the time. That is Lindell Williams, Chris Prado, DJ Black Hurricane, Jonathan Barnes, Coney Sparks, and Ismail Gadamsi. Thank you so much for all the support you guys give us. We'll talk a little bit more about that at the end of the episode. This is a 16-track album, so I'm going to kind of just jump into it. Again, for the Google robots, the episode we are doing today, Headspace Podcast Review, episode 146, man, we've been at this, is Westside Gunn's new project, Hitler Wears Hermes 7. I don't know if it's Hermes or Hermes, I think I'm getting that wrong. Let me know in the comments down below. With that, I also wanted to pick... We also do a favorite comment down below just so that you know that we read the comments and make sure everything's going well. Last week, we did the new Kanye project, Jesus is King. I do want to actually know, I haven't swept through the comments yet. I'm doing that right now because I'm going to pick the best comment from last week. But I am very interested to hear what you guys think about that project. There's been a lot of talk, a lot of kind of going around about what this is. Is this real? Is this kind of just like a ploy? So we'll see. As per last week's comment, I did like Lindell's comment where he said, I think a 4.3 is about a good score for this album, being that I think it's dedicated to him changing his life. However, this album wasn't really put together that well in terms of drawing his regular listeners in to his newfound faith and new sound. Also, to answer the question about how could couples kind of fuck with Kenny G's music back in the 80s when he was popular, and he kind of goes on, it's a long comment, I'm not going to read it all, but he kind of goes on expressing about Kenny G, which I actually really enjoyed on that project. I'm not mistaken, it's like the saxophone part of the album that Kanye got, which was really, really cool. But thank you so much to Lindell for leaving a comment. Greatly appreciate it. And with that being said, I'll just kind of jump right into the album. First off, I do want to start with the album cover. Now, it's fairly simple. To me, I think it is obviously Westside Gunn, kind of wrapped up in this Balenciaga jacket with, I want to say Balenciaga shoes, but it could be another mark, with a ski mask on. And I think it kind of speaks some volumes, right? So when you see the ski mask, you kind of think, I guess stereotypically, you think like hoodlum, gangster, goon, robbery, criminal, kind of like, you know, somebody down in like the dark depths of the cities, right? But then you kind of look at the whole thing and you see the Balenciaga jacket, which, if you know, Balenciaga is really expensive, and it's kind of like making this statement of like, I feel like he's kind of making this statement saying like, the life that I come from allowed me to reap the benefits of the fruits of my labor. I think I like fucked that up, but you guys get the point, right? The life that I come from has allowed me to reap the benefits of what luxury life could be. And it's kind of really cool. Honestly, it's a very simple album cover. It's just him in all black with a white background. And I guess it does its job. I don't really know the relation to the name, like the title of the album, which, if we move on to that, Hitler Wears Hermes 7. What I found out was Hermes is a luxury brand, I guess, logo. And the fact that he uses Hitler to be like the main point is really interesting. Kind of like, I don't think he agrees with what Hitler did in terms of like the World War and all like the bad shit. But I think it's the idea of being this type of boss, this type of like overpower, but also, again, reaping the benefits of like living lavish with these designer clothing or designer brands. That's really what I got. I'm not actually sure 100%. If you guys know anything, please let me know in the comments. But I don't really have much else to say about the album cover or the name of the album. It's pretty straightforward. Again, as a first project, I haven't even like listened to the 6 or 5s or 4s, which maybe I should have to kind of get a better understanding of what this series is. But that's not really what we do here on the Headspace podcast. This was dropped yesterday, November 1st, 2019. I am recording this on November 2nd, so whenever you guys see this, just remember it's the weekend for me. But this did drop on Friday, November 1st, 2019, and kind of just sit there and reviewed it as a first or second listen and reviewed the whole thing, and we're going to get into it. So with that all being said, let's just do it. I think the first song is actually called FCKNXTWK. I think that's Fuck Next Week, maybe? I don't know. So starting off this project, we start with what I like to think is Fuck Next Week. Don't really know what the title means, but the song itself is really cool. It's a very short song. It's about like a minute 40, I would say. And it kind of, I feel like it sets up the context of where we're going to get into this album, the kind of feel and the vibe that we're going to be traveling through on this adventure, which is really, really, really cool. It starts off with the intro. It's DJ Drama kind of going like, y'all ready? Now, I haven't really heard DJ Drama on a lot of music. I say that very loosely because we do review albums every weekend, and, I probably had him within the last slew of albums we've been doing. But to really kind of say that, like, I go to DJ Drama projects like that to kind of to remember what he sounds like and how he does his intros and stuff like that. It was really cool to kind of be refreshed. I know that like growing up, a lot of the music I listened to, a lot of like the Lil Wayne projects and a lot of like just I guess like Rick Ross and stuff, I may be like fucking up the people who they're connected with. But like the point is, I remember growing up and having DJ Drama just do his like iconic intros and outros, which were a little bit nostalgic when I got this. So that's just how I felt. But it, Wes, he kind of goes in, he goes like, y'all ready? And the beat's got this like really nice, soothing, smooth feel to it. But at the same time, it's like pretty bumping though. Like the drums are nice, the kicks are nice, and really just gets you in this mode. So that was something that I really, really enjoyed. Now we start off. It's one verse, and Westside Gunn comes in, and he goes like, "Look like the Margiels glued together. The cocaine made him shoot it better. Cavalry with the chewed up leather. Menudo shot his mama house up with two Berettas." Now, right there, just starting off, you kind of feel like I'm already getting this sense of luxury life and just kind of being rich. I found out that Margielas are a luxury brand sneaker. So they're pretty expensive, and the fact that he's kind of starting off with that is already showing that, you know, he's money driven. He's got that that concept of wanting to like have nice things. So that was cool. The line, the cocaine made him shoot it better. Cavalry with the chewed up leather. Well, for me, that kind of felt like, because it kind of seems like he's alluding to being, I guess, a drug dealer, being in the dope game, and you know, whether it's people who are taking cocaine or they are supplying it or producing it or whatever, there's that type of lifestyle that comes with it where you got to be like on your toes and stay ready. So that's kind of what I'm taking from this, is that he's giving us a little bit of an insight, kind of free flow writing type. Just a little bit of like a little, this is who I am, this is what we do, and this is what you're about to get. Now, I really do enjoy the made him shoot it better, boom, 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 boom. I really enjoy that. Like, just the way they use these ad-libs on the tracks are really, really crazy, and it just, it does make a more lively effect to the songs themselves, and it kind of feels like it's something that Griselda does, like, just all around. I've heard these type of ad libs on all of the projects, the other projects, Conway, The Machine, and Benny the Butchers. So I think it's like a group thing that they choose to do, but it's really, really cool. I really do enjoy it. Menudo shot his mama's house up with two Berettas. You're kind of getting this idea, this picture of like the area he comes from is kind of violent, kind of like bad energy, and there's like shit that goes on there. And you know, he kind of follows through. First person in my city with a Rolls. All right, you're like you're putting your city on the map. You coming out there, you making noise, you're getting rich. Fuck two bad bitches at the Lowe's. Got a couple bodies on the pole. Like it seems very I want to say simple, because it doesn't sound really like intricate, encrypted, right? But at the same time, it's layered in a way and kind of laid down in a way that sounds really good to the ear. And also, he presents it in a way that's like nonchalant. Like, it doesn't feel like he's trying to rap. He's just saying what he's got to say, letting you know what's up, which I thought was really, really cool. The feds keeping people on their toes. My homie 17, he killing like a pro. Like, more of that grimy imagery, young kids killing, taking lives, the area that they come from, pretty crazy. And then we get the DJ drama outro. Y'all think we came all this way to slow down. Y'all think we made this money not to spend it. And kind of just hypes up the album, which is what I'm used to DJ drama doing in terms of an intro of a project, or at least sometimes songs that I've heard, some singles and shit. So it was really, really cool. A nice, like I said, it was about 1:40. It's about actually 2 minutes and 26 seconds. My bad. It's about a little over 2 minutes, and it really just kind of does what it's supposed to do. It takes you out of where you're at a little bit and brings you into this mentality of what we're gonna get into the project. To be honest, I have heard better intros, I guess, depending on like the project you're making, if there's like a legitimate story, narrative, or if there's a theme to it or whatnot. But this did a good job from like breaking me out of like my bedroom reality and just bringing me to what Westside Gunn wants me to see. So I gave the song a 4 on 5. I really think it was a good start to the project, and we move on to Broadway Joes. So right off the bat, this song has a certain type of piano feel, rhythm to it that I really, really enjoy. And that was interesting. For somebody that kind of seems like he's really, really like street oriented and not somebody you really want to fuck with, right? The beat selections on this album are, I want to say, particular, because they kind of give this essence of happiness and like this kind of happy feel to a lot of the I guess lyrics that are coming with these songs, and it was just really, really cool. The intro to this song, Broadway Joes, you've got Westside Gunn coming in. He's claiming to be the king of New York, which pretty powerful, right? Nothing more to it, but it's just, I guess, that level of confidence that he says it with is just like, whoa, like, you really out here, you're really trying to make that mark, so good on you. And, you know, he kind of just starts off, and it kind of flows the same way. So, Ayo, don't try me. The Cartiers came out in the 90s. Find me in the cocaine spot looking icy. Connects know me on a first name basis. I'm looking tasteless. Chanel off the runway. You on the waiting list. And so far, it's kind of like, all right, yo, so you're still on that. You're still, you know, keeping that mentality of jewelry life, lavish living. The Cartiers, from what I understand, are like this. There was a book that came out about the Cartier family and the jewelry empire in the 90s, which he's making a reference to that because, I guess, you know, wanting lavish life and wanting all that and being able to purchase that now with the amount of money and success he's getting, reinforcing the fact that he's, like, you know, chilling in the cocaine spot with all, like, the hood people and the trappers. Connects know me on a first name basis. That's cool. That line was really cool to me because it shows a level of, like, loyalty and, like, mad trust and respect. Because if, like, the people who are connecting with you and giving you product and kind of trust you with essentially their money, that's a level of, like, power and respect that you'd want to have from these big players in the world, or in the game, if you want to consider it to be that. So that was really cool. That really kind of solidifies his boss mentality idea of who he is. I'm looking tasteless. Chanel off the runway. You on the waiting list. That's just more of that reinforcing the idea of, like, expensive clothing, and, you know, he's super he's super popular, that people just kind of want to give him to him, and he's getting all the brand new shit right off the bat before people even get a chance to see it. He moves on, he kind of flows on through, kind of giving us the same thing. Another line I liked was, these homies not impressive at all. I barely noticed them. Your bricks cheaper because you put too much soda in them. They had me shackled. They had me shackled all the way to CC in Youngstown. Fast forward, I got the Audemars and bust down. And I like that because he's kind of calling out, it's not like the idea of, like, rappers or, like, I'm a better rapper, whatnot, but it's like, I'm a better dope dealer. Y'all are fake. Y'all are trying to be something you're not, and this is what the reality of things are. And I like that he's kind of given to this now, already on the second track, really defining, like, yo, this is about to be something that you need to understand. Like, everyone's out here talking mad shit about what it is, you know, to be a dope dealer and all this stuff, but y'all don't really know. And that's what I think this is going to be. This whole album, I feel, is going to be just the realities of what dope dealing is, at least to Westside Gunn. So that's something that I think is going to be happening. And it was cool. I do think it was cool. Now, the chorus is so weird. Not in a bad way, but, like, so he goes, shooter got yayo all in his face. Yayo is slang for cocaine. All I gotta do is say the word. Boom, I'm the fucking king of New York. Boom, 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 boom. Shooter got yayo all in the face, and he kind of repeats it. But, like, the concept is that I feel that he's saying, well, first off, he's making an allusion to Tony Montana. That's what I think. And Scarface, when he's got, like, the cocaine in his nose and he starts, like, fucking shooting the gun off and everything like that. That iconic scene. But also, I feel like he's expressing that he does kind of chill around certain type of people who will go off if he says to, if you start to fuck around. And it's that mentality of, like, we are very prioritized in what we need to do. We understand what needs to happen. And if you cross a certain line, these type of people will come at you, and this is what they look like. The descriptions in this song, in this album, are really cool. Like, you really get a vivid, not a vivid, but like a solid picture of what they are trying to express in the imagery they want to show you. So that was something that I enjoyed. The chorus is not, like, sing-songy or rappy in any way. It just sounds like a drunken, angry kind of shooter got yayo all in his face, like, don't fuck around type sounding feel to it. So I did enjoy that. That was really cool. We go off into the second verse, and more of the similar lyrics or content. Ayo, peace to all my lifers in courtrooms like Tyson, fighting, trying to get their time back. I hope the righteous kiss the ring daily. My throne ain't tempered for and a baby. I stashed the Mac by the Pampers. You know I'm brazy. Now, first off, brazy is actually crazy. Just I'm assuming he's a blood, and he doesn't say the C because C is associated with Crips, which is the blues. So whenever there is a word that says C or starts with a C, they change it to a B, and that's why you got brazy and some other things on the album. Now, I also noticed on Genius and on Spotify that there's other songs on other projects that he's made that he actually purposely changes the name as well, kind of solidifying that loyalty to the Blood Gang, and I guess that's part of gang culture that I am not aware of. So, moving on from that. But I do like what he's saying. Ayo, peace to all my lifers in courtrooms like Tyson, fighting, trying to get their time back. I hope that the righteous kiss the ring daily. It's like he's shouting out to people who may be in prisons for unlawful reasons, who may be there for not even the right reasons, or just they're stuck because of certain, I guess, the color of their skin or the race that they are, or just because they were at a bad place and a bad time. So he's really out there kind of like repping the streets and trying to get the people back here. Follows through and goes, you know the routine, Cubist with the shoestring, 55 will get you 2 wings. More gun references. If you fuck around, he'll shoot you. The K and Bruce Lee, do, which I really like the do. That's some cool stuff. And I know I'm doing the whole finger thing, the finger gun thing, but it's fun, it's exciting, it's hype to do when you get in that mode and you listen to it. Fly shit ever on the loose leaf, the coupe flea, Chanel C's on the 2 seats, they rather unique. I like the way he spits that, the syllable play, the word play was nice. Well, the syllable play mostly, the word play wasn't really that tough, like fly shit ever on the loose leaf, okay, he spits nice bars and he writes down good lyrics. The coupe flea, okay, so the car is leaving. Chanel C's, Coco Chanel, on the 2 seats, so the car that's leaving has Coco Chanel type seats with the leather, and they're rather unique, nobody else got them. Pretty straightforward, but like the way he presents it is just so cool. Like fly shit ever on the loose leaf, the coupe flea, Chanel C's on the 2 seats, they rather unique. Like, it doesn't sound like he's really trying to go hard. He knows he's hard and he's just speaking, which is really dope. I like the ice cream truck sounding background music in this song. It kind of gives off this weird like mesh fusion with the grimy rapping that we're getting. I didn't think I mentioned this earlier, but Westside Gunn has a really particular voice. Like, for somebody named Westside Gunn and being this boss, like, his voice to me doesn't really match, I guess, like the persona per se. But I don't think it's a bad thing. I do find it very interesting, and it's like, it plays on how much of a boss he is that he's got this type of voice. And I know I sound like I'm making fun of him, and I'm not trying to. It's just, I mean, just listen to him. Like, if you didn't know who he was, would you expect him to be who he is? Let me know in the comments down below. Maybe I'm crazy. All in all, I did give this song a 4.3. We're off to a really good start in terms of the first, like, I'd say actual song on the album. The intro was literally 2 minutes long, and it was just like one verse and then a full outro. But we're getting off on a good start so far. So next, let's move on to the next track, which is Size 42. Size 42, man. Size 42. Good song. Let's start off with that. It's a good song. It's a cool little type of mellow, dark type feeling beat. Consistent with the pianos from the last track. Now, I'm not saying that they're not like the same tempo or anything, but just the fact that there's the pianos there is where I'm saying is consistent. And it gives off this like dark, gloomy type of feel where I can kind of picture him kind of rapping this off the top of the head, kind of like a freestyle. But I say that because I picture him kind of like walking through his city while just spitting all this. And it's really cool. First verse, we start off, Ayo, let's get this very clear. I'll kill up anywhere. Boom, 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 boom. Headshots, Dracos leaving shells everywhere. Do. Might cop the Phantom next. Standing over Coke pots. I'm ambidext. Who fucking with me? I can't recollect. Like, it's dope. And I like that whole let's get this very clear. I'll kill up anywhere. Like straight off the bat, you're already getting this I'm not playing around mentality. Like, I'm serious. I need you guys to understand that this is some real shit. People actually die. This isn't a game. And just the way he's still, like, I know I'm repeating myself, but just to be clear, this is literally the entire album. Not to dismiss anything he's saying, and maybe this is what like you go to Westside Gunn for, but for me, this is literally the entire album. It's a lot of different variations of this. So I am gonna kind of just get it out of the way now. I may not have much to say on a lot of the songs because it's a little bit repetitive, but not in the sense of like using the same lyrics and shit, but just the nuances and the lyrics that we're getting are kind of very similar and the same. That's all I'm saying. But still, the fact that you're getting more of this painted picture, right? So let's get this very clear. I'll kill up anywhere. Headshot, Draco's leaving shells everywhere. You're picturing like multiple gunshots. You're picturing the shells dropping out of the cartridges and stuff. So it's really cool. I like how he said, might cop the Phantom next, standing over coke pots. I'm ambidex. I like how he uses that because if I'm not mistaken, ambidex is like bendable, flexible, something like that. And the fact that he's gonna like buy a Phantom, but also he's still like cooking up cocaine or crack in the pots. He's like very flexible on both on how he can do and move his life is kind of how I got that. So that was really cool to me. I like how he goes, who fucking with me? I can't recollect. It's like I can't remember who's fucking with me or not anymore because from what I understand, he's like worldwide now. Like everybody fucking knows these guys, or at least Westside Gunn. So I guess when you're at that level of fame or popularity, we should say, it is kind of hard to kind of remember who really fucks with you or not, because you just kind of think everybody fucks with you, I guess. That's how I would see it. The chorus has a nice little ring to it. Move on to that. Bitch, you know a knife in this. Keep the coupe united. Might see your bitch in it. You see the neck knitted. Kidded, I guess. I don't know. Might shoot off the trunk, motherfucker. I did it. Boom, 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 doot, doot, doot. They at the cafe with the bickin'. The money on your head, I paid the ticket. No, that's verse 2, my bad. No, Balenciaga's got me 6 feet. I apologize, guys, I was reading verse 2. Balenciaga's got me 6 feet, but my ID say I'm only 5'10". Might sell 100 bricks this week. Next year, I'm gonna go and buy the bosses. I mean, okay, sure. It's good. It sounds nice. It fits the song, but I don't really know what it means. Like, your Balenciaga's got me 6 feet. Are you like? Is that because they're like fucking inches? Is it the thing that is with Balenciaga's? Is it like the 6 feet design or something like that? But my ID say I'm only 5'10", so like I understand that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, is it because Balenciagas have like that heel that make him 6 foot, but he's only 5'10"? There's like 2-inch heels on it or some shit. I don't know. Reinforces the doping, right? Might sell 100 bricks this week. All right, cool. Go make your cash. Next year, I'm gonna go and buy the bosses. I mean, confident, dope. Then we go into verse 2, and something I liked in verse 2 was, you ain't never sold soft before. New palio on the wall, took the razor to a sword fight, and then became the Lord. Got the Lamborghini 2-door and the 4-door, might kick in your door, mix and matching Dior, Givenchy's with the sharks, Lil, I'm Jaws. I mean, look, it's dope, and I like that line because of the way he says it, and the Lamborghini 2-door and the 4-door might kick in your door, mix and match in Dior, give it, like, the way he uses the syllables is really dope, and the writing skills are impeccable. Not gonna take away from that. They're fucking good. But like, you never sold soft before. New palio on the wall, took the razor to a sword fight, and then became the Lord. All right, that's pretty cool how you're going to fight somebody who's got a sword and you got a razor and you're still going to fuck them up. That's dope. Got the Lamborghini 2-door and the 4-door. All right, you're making money. You got the same car, but 1 in 2, 1 in 4. All right. You got 1 in 2, 1 in a coupe, I guess. That's what it is. Might kick in your door, boss mentality. You know, like, it's just... it kind of is what it is. But it didn't have the same flair as the last track, I felt. So I left this song with a 4 on 5. Moving on, we go to Connie's Son. So this song, Connie's Son, is a shorter song. It's about just under 2 minutes. And, I mean, it's nice. It's good. It has a softer, kind of loungier, jazzier feel to it. It sounds like there's a dude in the background kind of going like, oh, the whole time. It's really peaceful in a sense. Now, I don't know if Connie's his mother. I didn't really look it up. I was kind of rushing this morning while having to get to the album and kind of getting here on time. But if it is, I guess it's a cool way to see how, like, this is, I guess, a reflection on who he is, maybe growing up and kind of like where he was in his past. Starts off fucking King of New York, fuck Ayo, so we're still kind of getting back on that mentality, which was dope. Ayo teacher, and then he just goes on to the verse, which this, like I said, this song's only about under 2 minutes long, and I'm liking these little short verses that we're getting from him, because I find like they break away from the condensed amount of just street bars that we're getting, and this is just kind of like straight to the point, but he still sort of kind of says the same thing, right? Ayo teacher kept Burberry alive. Why you bitch staring at my neck like that? Now she blind. That's cool. Like, you know, why is your girl staring at my neck and my diamonds and all this stuff? It's shiny. Now she's blind. She can't see. Whipped the whole brick by design. Fiend fell out. Splash water on him. He'll be fine. All right. So you whipped the whole brick. You were whipping in the kitchen. Fiend fell out, splash water on him, he'll be fine. So it kind of feels like the dude who maybe he's selling with or selling to kind of maybe passed out over the brick or whatnot. You know, splash some water on his face, you know, wake up and it'll be good. Ayo, just do the test. I don't need introductions. Made at least 500,000 riding mega buses. That's cool. That's cool. Kind of implying that he makes a fuck ton of money while doing tours, which is dope. Like, the fact that he is a tour act and that he can make that type of money and still kind of be ballin' like that, that's dope. That really shows, like, ambition and really shows progress to me, I find. Clarity, the dollar gave her 2, now she want 5. Bro, you always gotta flip it. But this was cool. Mac 12, Mac 13, you know the vibe. Still keeping it the same on that sense of, like, don't fuck with me, I am a street person. And he kind of follows through, and it's really just that. And, you know, it does what it does. It was very simple, straight to the point, and that's really it. Again, I wish I had more to say to this, but literally it's kind of the same shit. You know, steak porter size, threw the hells up, too much rolls. Seen Pac at the corner store trying to sell a stove. The Cherry GT with the wing, there I go. The Almighty, my only friend on the Vlone, Dior gloves bagging. Like, alright, cool that you're on Vlone. I think that's like A$AP Rocky's thing, or like clothing line. Or maybe it's not, maybe I'm like reaching or whatever. But it's still the same type of vibe that we've been getting. So it's cool. Not really much more else to say. And I do apologize if I kind of sound like I'm a little bit lackluster on this project, but like, yeah, I kind of felt like this is what it was gonna be when I was gonna review it, so I do apologize. I am gonna try to be as much enthusiastic as possible, because I really do like the album. I really do like what Westside Gunn can do. Like, I do enjoy this. The beat productions are great. I just want to make that clear. Like, all the beats that we get on this project are really, 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 really good. But I left this song with a 4 on 5. It was cool. I think what it is supposed to do, though, like as a standalone track, is it is supposed to kind of show you that this is what he's been doing for his whole life. Like, this is kind of just the only life he knows. So I do enjoy that. I also like at the end how it sounds like there's a dude in the background going, "It only hurts to see your arms are tired," or it says, "It only perks, if only perks could see your arms are tired." I don't know which one, but it sounds really, really nice, and it kind of fades out as the song kind of ends. So that was cool. Next track is track 5, and it is Banana Yacht. So, Banana Yacht is cool. The first song on the album so far that is about like 4 minutes long, and it's about a little over 4 minutes, and it's quite an experience because it's not actually, I don't think it's a Westside Gunn track. I mean, he's on it, he does the intro, does the chorus, but both verses are this guy named Estee Nack. And let's be clear, Estee Nack is good. Like, his voice, the way he pronounces the words, the way he flows together, the way he just kind of does it. But it's still this, like, the same way, it kind of feels the same way as how Westside Gunn does it. They're not, they don't sound like they're, okay, so I keep saying that they don't sound like they're rapping, and that's not what I'm trying to say. I know they're rapping, and they're technically doing it, but it's this idea of just going with the flow, really just kind of feeling the music and really hitting it. So we start off, and Westside Gunn goes, like, you know, does the intro, boom, 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 brr, boom, 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 boom. And kind of goes in, hey, people sounding like this shit a style. Rose AP with the Arabic dial. Broad day, do you foul? Boom, 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 boom. My last 2 whips cost me 400 thou. Okay, nice. Again, okay, cool. So we know that by now. And then we get the ST-Nack interlude. You know what time it is, homie, whoa. This the nighttime, homie, you know the fucking beat. My homies up late, no introduction necessary, you heard. I mean, you gave us an introduction, even if it was an interlude. But sure, okay. And he just kind of flows in. We out the bag. This is ST-Nack, by the way. Verse 1, we out the bag, I'm with the fly god. Homies said they wanted that work up in the glad bag. Fuck the credit coming back. I see 'em rock the Boston hat to match the red on my lumberjack. Fly, play that block, having daily counting fetty and running laps. Like, the bars are dope. But they're basically kind of breaking down that, like, yo, we chasing money. I'm chilling with Westside Gunn. We out here, you know, making the runs, chopping up the dope, and doing what we got to do on a daily to kind of make that money. But rock the Boston hat to match the red on my lumberjack. Play the block, having daily counting fetty, running laps, run it. Rainy days was fucking bougie bitches on summer nights. Tried to fuck her years ago, but now I don't want a pipe. Down to feed the dogs, but still on the oven is butter white. Trying to get a order. Brock will hit you with something nice. What do you need? Like, that was a lot of shit to just say we're fucking bitches in the trap house and we're making product. But it's the detailing in the lyrics and the way that they are constructed together and presented that is like, yo, this is really dope. Like, this is some real, like, storytelling shit when you kind of really sit down and focus on it, which is what I really enjoyed. And then kind of flows through some more same type of bars. Talk about your shooters. We get into gunfights. Clint Eastwood. My eyes squint in the sunlight. You can say whatever if the message is spun right. Sub nose squeezing. Cause shit was untight. Love and life. Like, you know, it kind of just flows through like that, and he really does a good job. I really do like ST-Nack. I hope that I can go find some other music from him and see what he could do other than this. But I was really impressed. Good job. Interlude comes back in, and hold on, son, you got options here, you heard. And that was ST-Nack. So clearly there's like differences on what, there's like a different avenue you can take is what I'm kind of seeing from here. But then in verse 2, Ayo son brought the stick. A stick is a slang for now. I think it's like a weapon, or I would assume it's a gun. My ex an ordinary art legit. Alright. Spark the piff, me in the cut while I walk this, not for the cops. Caught in the mix of the money, homie dummies who think I'ma call it quits. Cock the spits. It's fuck the arguments and the politics. Homie, listen, I'm only focused on getting rich, talking big rich, follow suit and get you some bigger shit. Like, that's dope. He's basically saying, like, yo, if we ain't about money, I ain't trying to talk to you. And that's some real, like, really cool mentality that is really being brought here. I did like when he goes, follow suit and get some bigger shit. Hollow tip inside the Beretta clip. Let him slip. What up? What up? Put you on the passage to hell and heaven. Quit. I think it's quick, and that was cool. The way that he just hollow tips inside the Beretta clip. Let him slip. Put you on the passage to hell and heaven. Quit. Like, just the syllable play was insane. So I did enjoy that. The outro of the track was fucking cool. It has this, like, piano guitar flip, and it sounds really smooth and mellow and got this, like, jazzy little feel to it. So I did enjoy that. But I was really impressed by Estee Nack's capability of rapping and being able to do what he did on this and just really putting the bars together and really giving us this, like, whoa, like, this was fucking cool. So I gave the song a 4.5 on 5. Moving on, we're now at track 6 of this review, and this is GONDEK, GONDEK, GONDEK. So I don't know if this is like GONDEK or GONDEK, but it's a cool track. The beat changes up. It's got this, like, little kind of poppy, drippy feel to it, like do 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 do, which was really cool, but it sounds like water dripping from, like, a pipe or something like that. So it was cool. It kind of gave this, like, ambient feel and kind of paints this little picture of where you're at. But, like, it's a minute long, and it doesn't, for me, it didn't really do much. Honestly, hey, shoot the whole place, sip the rose, you fucking with me, no way, free my Jose. I need a hole of yay. Break it all down. They caught you teaching to the knee. I stashed the black tray pound. Boom, 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 boom. Born alone, die alone. Bury me with my jewels on these shits. Sweet. Like, I'm 6 songs in, and I'm loving the project as a whole. But, like, the lyrics are pretty much the same. Kick your door in with the lubs on. I'm highly measured, neck looking precious. We carry deserts. I'm very fresh. Yeah, at the Rock Nation brunch with my tool on. Don't disrespect us. Always pistol sparking event with your bitch in the richest garment. Man, I'm sick, retarded. I hate. Oh, can I say that? Oops. I hit the target. Had your brains fall out your head. Like, it's dope, and it's, like, some real gangster shit, I'm not gonna lie, but, like, that was the last 4 songs, so I don't know. This was very quick. It didn't really do much for me. It got a 3.7 on 5. I like the beat, I like the flow, I like that it's it's got this aggressive tone to it, which he was kind of, like, coming through and, like, don't really fuck with me, which I'm not trying to fuck with you. Let's be clear. I've already been told you'll put a bullet in my brain on, like, 2 tracks ago. And again, guys, I don't want to sound like I'm a broken record and repeating myself and, you know, like, hating on the album. I really don't. It's just, look, there's 16 songs on this project, and I'm already at track 6, which means there's 10 songs left, and this is literally what we've been getting so far. Yes, we've gotten different artists. Yes, we've gotten different vibes and different feels, but, like, overall, sonically, I wouldn't really be able to tell the difference between a lot of these songs if they were to just pop on, you know what I mean? Maybe listening to this track, maybe, like, listening to the album so far, it's like you could tell which one's which. Maybe not 100%, but you can kind of, like, be like, oh, this is different than the last one. This has a different feel, different, you know, taste, sound, whatever. But chuck this on to, like, any random moment in my life, like, hey, Chris, check this out, and play this. Like, I wouldn't be able to be like, oh, this is this song from that. Like, I don't know. I don't want to sound like I'm hating. And if you guys are going to kill me in the comments, I completely understand. I'm, like, stupidly ignorant to what this guy does and who he is part of Griselda. But yeah, not to like, I just again, it's kind of like a disclaimer. Don't completely ruin me. I'm trying my best here, honestly. But overall, the song did get a 3.7 on 5. I gave that because it was a short song. Like, honestly, this could have been removed and it wouldn't have made any difference to me personally. Not to say that it was bad. Again, it's just, it's a minute and 1 second of, it's basically a verse that didn't get turned into a song is kind of how I'm looking at it. But yeah, I'm going to try to dig myself out of this hole. So 3.7 on 5, and we move on over to Kelly's Corner, featuring Fat Joe. So now we are at track 7, and this is Kelly's Corner featuring Fat Joe. And this was cool. This was really, really cool. I enjoyed this song. I felt like Fat Joe was a nice little refreshment from what we've been getting. But it kind of, again, still follows the same premise of what we've been getting in the same kind of context. The intro is Westside Gunn, Burr, Static Skelta, Static Selecta, Fuck, sure, just shout out to the producer, Static Selecta, which, shout out to him. Did a really nice job on the beat. I do agree. He did a good job. And then we just kind of jump right into the chorus. Westside Gunn. 2 people got shot last night, say word, say word, say word. 2 people got shot last night, say word, say word, say word, say word. 2 people got shot last night, say word. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so in the chorus, we're kind of getting that 2 people have been killed, but I think it's not like 2 specific people. I think it's just 2 people got shot last night. Like, it's just so common and so every day that it's no longer surprising. It's like, oh, 2 people got shot. It is what it is. This is what happened. This is the reason. We kind of move on into the bridge. Westside Gunn goes, ayo, these people can't fuck with me. People can't fuck with me. People can't fuck with me. Ayo, these people can't fuck with me. 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 So kind of reinforcing you can't fuck with them, which, I mean, yeah, you can't. Like, he's out here popping and doing this shit. I mean, I question, though, because so far, I mean, I don't really know what else you are into or what else you could do. But I guess that's part of the point, right? Like, if this is really what your entire life has been all about, then yes, I do understand that this is really all you have to talk about, which is cool. Don't get me wrong. Again, I'm not trying to butcher him or anything in any way. This is just what I'm perceiving as my first sit-down, full album listen review. And then we get on to Westside Gunn's verse. And, you know, he kind of starts off Supreme Catcher, mask looking like Mike Piazza, Paul Smith Fish. We rained down with the choppas. References I don't know, but clearly he's raining down bullets with the choppers. Pistol whipped the homie, left blood on his Prada. Okay, Prada is a very expensive clothing, which is interesting because it's like, it seems like it's not only that he's like kind of running up on people and doing this shit, maybe not running up, but like, you know, protecting his ground and keeping his ground in like maybe the hood areas or the bad areas, but even in the areas where people are walking around in Prada, like the high lavish areas, he's still kind of being like, yo, don't step to me. Like, it doesn't matter what you got or whatnot. Like, when it comes down to street shit, like, this is what it is, and I will like fucking end you. So that was cool. I came home 2 years late. I came home 2 years later. I was locked up. Alu Akbar when I whipped that shit, locked up. Okay. I guess that's like reinforcing the fact that he's got this like, you know, street mentality and that he's not afraid to go back to jail. Now you come home, you know you gotta, you know you hot stuff. Casablanca jumpers at the Oscars. 10-6 the seats with chocolate dump god. No match, no mock shit. Like, it's just a bunch of, literally, it's just a bunch of either don't fuck with me bars or we really, really rich. And this is what we got and this is our status symbol. Which, is cool. Like, it's cool, but it's kind of dragging on at this point. And I know I'm saying that at song 7, but seriously, it's dragging on. Like, I get it. You have a bunch of rich shit. Can I learn about, I don't know, whatever the fuck you did in the hood? Can I learn about some political, fuck political, but like some industry plant news? Can I learn something different? Like, I guess I just, me myself, I like to have different varieties of just topics of music and stuff. And when sitting down to listen to a project, when you have this many tracks and you're like, and I say this, when you're this good of a rapper and you have this much talent, I don't know, is this like the series? Is this what this series is? Is this like, please somebody let me know, is this what they do? Like, not they, but is this what the Hitler Wears Hermes series is? It's just a lot of, we're gangster, we got money, and we're bosses. Because I hate to think that this is all that Westside Gunn can really produce. I really do believe he's got other shit to say, and he's got like other, creative ideas that he wants to do. But so far, it just kind of sounds like, literally, this sounds like one huge playlist that could sound like the same fucking thing, just with different features, and I wouldn't know the difference. And that's part of what my problem is. That's one of just my main issues with some of the with this album, is that I literally cannot differentiate between either of the songs if you put them on, except for like if there's a clear distinction in that song. And that's just me. Maybe listen, I know I'm open to being completely fucking wrong. Trust me, I am. But I don't know, like, I need some help here. I know I don't understand, but like, shit. Anyway, off that little tangent, we go back into the chorus. Fat Joe shows up. 2 people got shot last night. Say word, say word. Fat Joe kind of comes and does his thing. And then we get the Fat Joe verse. And I don't really give a fuck what he says on his verse, to tell you the truth. Except for, I stole a Don's car. He put my hand in a meat grinder. Now when I see hamburgers, it's just a reminder. I see these homies so frail, stuck up supermarkets just to pay my homies bail. You told me to lower my ambition and be more like you, resort to ass kissing. That is it. That is all I care for in the entire fucking Fat Joe verse. The rest is Gucci on my seats, got this, and we're smoking green, and baseball, and all this off-white, more stuff, and then look at all my homies in the picture, and don't fuck with me, I'll cause death, and my, like, anyway. It's kind of like the similar shit. But that right there, really, the whole I stole the Don's car, he put my hand in a meat grinder, now when I see hamburgers, it's just a reminder. That itself was just like, oh shit, like, you really come from that life. Like, simple as that. Like, you really come from that life. That is some, like, you really know what it is to, like, fuck around with people who are, like, powerful than you and who are willing to, like, do shit to prove a point and to, like, instill that fear and that power in you. So that was something that really stood out. Other than that, I mean, Fat Joe was really nice to listen to. It was kind of a break from what we've been getting. And it was kind of a little bit of a fresher to be like, hey, nice. Because I also haven't heard like a Fat Joe verse in a while now too. So that was cool. I did enjoy this. Don't get me wrong. I did like the song overall, like playing it and really kind of going through it. It was like, hey, this is really nice. This is really dope. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but the chorus itself does have this like, again, this like nonchalant, non-concerned feel to it. Just really like, 2 people got shot last night, say word, like, yeah, that's what it's do, we can murk them, like, I don't know, I'm trying here, but I did leave this song with a 4.2. Moving on is the Undertaker versus Goldberg, that is featuring Conway the Machine. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I have no fucking clue what this song's about. I mean, besides, like, the similar shit we've been getting on this project in terms of just, like, the hood mentality, street mentality, boss mentality type, I don't really know what I first thought it was is like the Undertaker versus Goldberg. Clearly, it's like like whether it's Conway or it's Westside, one of them's the Undertaker, one of them's Goldberg. I think Conway is the Undertaker in this context here. But I don't know if there's like supposed to be some type of narrative towards like a parallel, or like is one supposed to be one and the other is supposed to do something different. I'm not too sure, but it was really cool. So the song starts off with part one. It's Westside Gunn intro. Brr, boom, 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 do, 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 boom, 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 ayo, do, 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 do. All right, now that we got that out of the way, Westside Gunn's verse on the part one kind of goes in, ayo, I heard 100 shots where the shell's at. Shell catchers on a stick out the Hellcat. That was cool. That was cool. A Hellcat is a car. Shell catchers on a stick out the Hellcat. It's like people are the enemies are the shell catchers on a stick. So I guess like the stick is like a slang for a gun out the Hellcat. So he's like out that he's hanging out the Hellcat bucking shots, and the people are the shell catchers catching them. That was dope. Or maybe not him, but like just the way that it's being presented is what it sounds like. I fucked so-and-so, but I fell back. These bitches ain't shit. I thought I'd tell that. Alright, cool. Stand your ground, mans. Pulled up slow. I had the bees on the wheels. The Bloods, the bees, the gang he's a part of. Left my celly 11 years ago. He locked up still. Free black. Now, that's a shout out to his cellmate that he was in jail with. That's some like loyalty. That's some loyalty stuff right there, which I really do enjoy. Kind of like calling back like, yo, we really so street that like even the dude I met in jail is like my homie. So that's dope. Richard Mille, Red Band, you looking like a dead man. I don't know the reference to Richard Mille, but you looking like a dead man pretty much is the enemy, the ops. These bitch, blah, 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 blah. Undertaker versus Goldberg, Pyrex, I want to thank you. So that's cool. I like how he's like thanking Pyrex for the fact that he can use their products to like whip up coke and all these different things on the stove. That's also kind of like something we learned from I know that like Young Jeezy used to do that as well. He used to thank Pyrex as well, and many other rappers have done it too. Ayo, the tech was a throwaway. So the tech is a slang for a gun, which is really cool as well. But the fact that it was a throwaway, it's kind of like a burner gun. A burner phone is one thing you use, like a one-time thing, and you just kind of chuck it away. Smart moves, like doesn't want to leave any fingerprints, no trace. So he's really out here moving like a boss. These bass from the older days. These for my homies in mess hall eating kosher trays. Pray you come home soon. My homies got on something. My bitches got on Margiela. I fucked her on Porsche leather. Well, I'm glad that you're fucking your girl on Porsche leather and she's got on really expensive shoes. You're out here making money, and that's dope, and I'm really proud of that. And then that kind of like wraps up and kind of continues on, and he goes like, Pyrex, I want to thank you again. And okay, so that whole first verse is kind of like him thanking, I guess, his lifestyle for getting him where he is today. And then we go into the outro, which kind of breaks this weird like fourth wall fucking thing weird way, and like, this contest is scheduled for one fall. Goldberg from Death Valley, the Undertaker. And it's like, what the fuck, I'm watching wrestling now, or like I'm wrestling match now. I'm so confused. And then we go into part two, and then it's like Westside Gunn's intro, Burr, Griselda, Burr, and then he goes in, and it's literally the same fucking verse. Not like word by word, but Ayo, over the stoves, rockin' Hugo, free Sly out the you-know, the new king of New York, Lord, I got the Hugo. Trapping out the fiend spot, the bitch had section 8. One deal went real bad, we had to wet the place. Like, alright. Now I know something went wrong, you had to kill a bunch of people, wet the place, blood, wet, okay, get along. Denims made condom talk, Cavalli with the leather face. My coat got a better taste, legend wrote on my resume. Alright, that's dope. My coat got a better taste, legend wrote on my resume. Gold, if you ask me, gave hope if you ask me. Why you so flashy, the Mac in the backseat. Okay. Got crack on the rap sheet. That's a fact. If one of us gets caught, homie, never rat. Make sure whoever get caught, lock a fat. Get the CO to bring a phone in, homie. I hit you back. Like, all right, you're a boss. You're making boss moves. But like, I figured that back when, like, a couple tracks ago, 4 tracks ago, I figured out you were a boss. All right. Then we get the interlude. Conway the Machine comes in. Let me hit you right back, homie. Hold up. And this is really cool. So Conway does a really good job. Free the homies locked in correction. Knowing homies in upstate prisons and those that's in federal. Standing tall. Disrespect the crew, we catch you. We stretch and you drop a bag. Have it done by one for your homies next to you. Hit was done so exceptional. Police thought it's professional. Left a few fingers in the mailbox. We buried what was left of you. Boom. All that right there was super boss. The way Conway paints that picture, Conway the Machine, the way he paints that picture is just so fucking dope. Like, you really can see them cutting off the fingers and like mailing them in the mailboxes and doing all that shit. Like, that was so dope. I really, really enjoyed how Conway presented that. Flows through, goes on. Yeah, that's how them homies in GXFR. So I think that's Griselda times someone else, or I don't know if GXFR is a real, like a collaborative thing, but that's how them homies in GXFR do the chain, and the watch got VS2, bitch, let us through. Yeah, masterpieces on the arm. Cash, my shooter, play with drums and he loved to perform. I like that. My shooter, play with drums, 8-barrel drum and different stuff, the different types of lyrics and slangs for weapons. Well, no, but like, I think the drum on a weapon is like the barrel, or is it the casing? Not the casing, but the thinking of a Tommy gun with the circular thing you stick at the top, and it's not like the drum of the gun where like it holds the bullets. Anyway, that I've heard the word drum used associating with weaponry and guns, so I know that that's a cool line, and that was really just awesome. I had to switch the band. Now I rock the Orange Richard flow, nasty like corn liquor. I'm the Don, homie. I'm the Don. Like, it was just dope, and honestly, it's the same. Again, it's the same type of stuff we've been getting and flowing through. But I really did enjoy Conway on this a lot more than I did Westside Gunn. Overall, the song was fucking great. It was nice. I liked the outro because the outro had this, like, it went into this weird, like, again, jazz piano feel, and it's like we're soaring through these different vibes all at the same time while going, because on this song alone, the first part was like one type of sound, and then it switches to the second type, which kind of had more of an aggressive, hard-hitting feel to it, which I really enjoyed. I gave this song a 4.5 on 5, and with that, before moving on to the next track, I am going to wrap up part 1 of this Headspace review, reviewing Westside Gunn's new project, Hitler Wears Hermes 7. There is 16 tracks on this project. I am at track 8. It's been about a little over about an hour, and you know what? We've been doing the 2-part things for a while now. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Let us know if you like it, you don't like it, whatever. We will definitely just make sure we check the comments and try to accommodate as much as possible. We always do want you guys to help us grow and learn to be better and do better. Touching upon that, thank you so much to the Patreons: Ismail Gadamsi, Chris Prado, DJ Black Hurricane, Lindell Williams, Jonathan Barnes, and Connie Sparks. Thank you so much, guys, for following us and helping us and supporting us with everything we do. Thank you for, spending the money on Patreon and helping us get a new camera, having the new setup. Eventually, I think Holden's gonna like switch up the backdrop with the black curtains. Like, he's been saying that, but honestly, this could never have been done without you guys. We really, really 100% do appreciate you guys so much. We are really, really grateful, and we just want to keep pushing forward on this journey, and just thank you so much. So if you guys are ever interested and you want to be a part of the team and part of the crew and help us out, you can definitely check out our Patreon. The link is somewhere down below. I'll remind Holden to put it there. you can definitely follow along. There's like different benefits to it as well, where you get to force our hands on what albums we have to review. We have like a Patreon request pool where we do, I think we're at like twice or three times a month now. I don't know. I build the thumbnails, so I just keep going and going and going. Let me know if you like the thumbnails. Do you like the new things I'm trying to do here? I'm trying to get all creative and trying to figure it out. If you guys have any like tips and tricks, hit me up on Twitter. Let me know, or chat me on YouTube or Facebook, or find me wherever. All the links are in the description down below as well. But with that, I am rambling now, so I'm going to go take a little break, and prep for part 2. Hope you've enjoyed. Thank you, and I see you soon.